And welcome to another edition of the WWE Review here on YouTube.com. I'm here to review the August 10th, 2015 edition of WWE Monday Night Raw. This show emanated from Seattle, Washington, home of WWE superstar Daniel Bryan, who, on this show, made his return to WWE television besides Tough Enough on an edition of Miz TV, which we also saw the return of the current WWE Intercontinental Champion, the big guy, Ryback, who's been out for the last 3 weeks or so with a staph infection in his knee. Now, people were wondering if he'd be back in time to defend the title at SummerSlam against The Miz and The Big Show in a triple threat match that was supposed to take place 4 weeks back at Battleground, but people were saying he might not be back in time. He is, he's ready, he's healthy, and last night the Miz TV segment was pretty funny, watching The Miz get himself thrown around like a rag doll. And in the end, Bryan and Ryback had a good moment in the ring. I think the one Intercontinental Champion who had to relinquish the title, which the title was then won by the guy who almost had to relinquish it due to an injury on his own terms. I think that was a great moment in the ring, and I hope Daniel can get back in the ring as soon as possible. I'm hoping we can see him at least by the Rumble next year, in January of 2016. Also, we had one hell of a triple threat match between Randy Orton, Cesaro, and Kevin Owens. That was one of the best triple threat matches and one of the best matches of the year. I was really looking forward to it from the beginning of Raw when the show kicked off with Rollins cutting a promo on Cena and how he doesn't think Cena will be ready for SummerSlam and that he should just relinquish the United States Championship. Well, I believe that the triple threat match Triple H put together really stole the show, brought the house down, and by far was the match of the night. Orton winning was a bit of a surprise to me. I thought Cesaro might get the win, but I think the Orton victory really was another good booking decision, at least for last night's Raw, because it put together a great rematch from WrestleMania, which Orton and Rollins always work well together, and it was a great main event too, which I'll get to a little bit later on. We had a tag team match between the New Day and Los Matadores. Originally didn't have much of a reason except for the fact that afterwards, and the New Day got the win, they found out that they will be competing in a 4-way tag team match for the tag titles at SummerSlam. It'll be the New Day along with Los Matadores and the Lucha Dragons challenging the Primetime Players for the tag team championships in a 4-way at SummerSlam. The Divas Revolution continued with a 6-diva tag, Team Bad taking on Team Bella. The Bellas ended up escaping with the win, and it erupted into an all-out brawl between the two teams along with Team PCB, Paige, Becky, and Charlotte. And let me tell you, a very good ending. It looked like Sasha and Paige, who have been two rivals from NXT, and I'm really looking forward to any time those two get into it in the ring. And that was also revealed that at SummerSlam there'll be the first ever Diva 3-team tag team elimination match. It'll be 9 divas, 3 teams. Your pin or submit, disqualification count it, you are eliminated, and the first team to eliminate all 6 other divas will be declared the winners. I'm looking forward to that. We saw Dean Ambrose take on Luke Harper in an interesting match. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, obviously, in their respective partners' corners, previewing their match for SummerSlam in 2 weeks when there's a tag match between the Shield and the Wyatt family, essentially. Harper picked up the win after all the chaos came to an end, and that was a very good way to hype up that storyline. We also saw Mark Henry and Rusev go to a no contest when Lana and Summer Rae got involved, and it ended up being Lana having the Accolade locked in by Summer Rae. And I'm figuring that there might be a chance of a mixed tag team match at SummerSlam, Ziggler and Lana versus Rusev and Summer. That's just speculation at this point. That match is not confirmed, nor known of at this time. And the Neville King Barrett match, Barrett's birthday, his 35th birthday last night. Neville won in surprisingly quick fashion, and I didn't think that match had much of a significance until Stardust got involved, followed by Stephen Amell hopping the barricade, the star of the Green Lantern in the CW show Arrow, getting in there and throwing some punches at Stardust, which set up a match that Triple H was somewhat forced into making at SummerSlam. Stephen Amell will team up with Neville, so it's the Red Arrow and the Green Arrow teaming up to take on the team of Stardust and King Barrett at SummerSlam. And last night we had the main event, a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match between Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. Great match. And I really thought at the end Sheamus was actually going to cash in Money in the Bank and become champion, but that didn't happen. this is clearly showing that the WWE is prepared to have a backup plan for SummerSlam should Cena not be ready, although he most likely will be, although at 50-50 at this point, WWE needs to be able to be prepared in case Cena cannot compete. So the rumored idea would be if Cena can't compete at SummerSlam, it would be Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton, or Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton versus Sheamus, and some combination of that for the WWE World title on the line. Unless Cena comes back, then the original plan would still be Sheamus and Orton and Rollins and Cena title for title. Either way, SummerSlam is shaping up to be a great show. My next review will come on Friday morning, most likely, with a review of this Thursday night's SmackDown, and also a preview for next week's Monday Night Raw. For the first time since their big brawl the night after Battleground, and for the last time before SummerSlam rolls around in 12 days' time from right now, The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, same arena, same time as it's being labeled, next Monday night, live on Raw. The final stop, the go-home show before SummerSlam, live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Brock's hometown. It's going to be a combustible element, and I have a feeling we're going to have a similar situation to like we had the night after Battleground. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it and subscribe, tell your friends, and have a good day, everybody.